people from all over.
Right, welcome to another Woods Report. We're in the car. We getting ready to drive and do Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash. You guys ride along with us. There's your dog.
No, that's the hairy one.
Yeah, but that's still that.
I like the short hair
hot dog. Dachshun's, yeah. And a beagle. I like those beagles. Anyway, you ride along with us as we deliver, food deliver. This is our little extra money we get. And talk about whatever we want to talk about. Whatever's latest news or that's the latest things we want to talk about. So I was asking you, did you see anything? Did you watch anything on The View or just anything?
Well, one thing we did watch, I'm going to get that before I forget. The whole thing with Wendy Williams. She's been on TMZ. Mm-hmm. She wasn't physically on The View Friday, but she was talking. They had her talking to them on the show, and they each asked some questions. Mm-hmm. Wendy is frustrated. It sounds like the conversation that you can kind of tell she was in her right mind. Okay. So it wasn't any kind of like, oh, she forgot this, or oh, maybe, because they're saying that there could be some form of dementia or form of Alzheimer's with her. Yeah. And a lot of times in the early stages, because our grandmother had dementia. Mm-hmm. Early dementia, she was a little bit forgetting here and there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then it got worse. Right. So who's to say what's going on with Wendy could be getting worse? At that moment in her interview with TMZ, it was pretty clear. She don't like her, what's the person they call them?
The caregiver.
It's a name that they call them.
They call them that. They take care of everything.
Right. All of her affairs, all of what she goes in and out. You can't go out the door. You can't go off the floor in the building that she's in. And she don't like the young lady. She kept calling her name. I just say Jane Doe. And I'm like, okay, if they got another Jane Doe, would she be okay with that? Or she just don't like that Jane Doe? Okay. And won't, because she said she did mind somebody giving her direction on where her money should be spent and all of that. But she just didn't like the do's and don'ts, like I can't call my family, talk to them. I can't just go out to a restaurant. I can't even come to The View and sit at the table with you ladies. Right. They're really strict on her staying in that place. And that place seems like it's for other seniors with her same problem, maybe.
Something ship.
What?
The name of that?
Not a guardianship.
Is it guardian?
No, it's another
keep going,
word.
Keep going.
Keep going. But I think Wendy does not like the atmosphere, the environment, because it's older people. And if you think about it, if you got a breakdown in your mind and memory, and you may have to be with people where the age normally comes when you're older, because you very rarely run into people that are young with Alzheimer's and dementia. Guardianship. Yeah, there we go. You're right. So she doesn't like being there. She has to stay on that floor. She only stays in her room. The do's and just the things that she just don't like about it. And the lady that was with her was one of her assistants that apparently is on the good side. Okay. I don't know what her role is, but she didn't talk much because Wendy did all the talking. Okay. I was hoping that they were able to talk to that lady. She probably could only share so much. Right, because it's a legal thing. It's legal things going back and forth. But like Mama and I were saying, you only hear one side. We don't know about the guardianship side and the whole legal thing with them, because they can honestly say she'll slip back into drinking. She'll spend her money on things that's not important. But even if she does, they let Britney Spears out of hers. I don't know if Britney Spears didn't have a problem with the Alzheimer's though. No, but she crazy. Yeah, that's a different mental breakdown. But she still she couldn't get along with her boyfriend. Right, but they letting her be by herself, because as long as she's not a harm to anybody, that's her money. If she spend her money, then it's just I think that's what Wendy wants. Yeah, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Let her spend her money. Let her whatever. As long as she's not a harm or danger to herself or anybody, then what's the problem? They did ask the question. It's crazy people that walk around all the time. Now they did ask the question because of what Wendy does as a living. It would be a little hard for them not to get her to go, for her to go back, because if she goes back to radio or TV, it can cause damage, because if she has a mental breakdown, it can affect the people that she's involving in her circle. Yeah, but if so, they probably like trying to stop that from happening. If you know, it's like working with Kanye. If you know how Kanye is and where he could go, going in,
Now we starting this project,
Well,
but
they will all say no then.
no, they might still do it. They may still be like, I'm putting certain things in place to where it's like, even if, you know, they go off or whatever money or whatever time, whatever I put in,
you still have to watch
I
them.
still get it.
You
Or I
think
may
they'll
just
let
use
him
it.
go on a show?
Or
watch
not
them.
him, I'm saying.
No, I'm using him as an example because of the mental issues.
But she don't do stuff like that. Like say Nazis and all this stuff.
No, I'm just saying. You don't know where the mental breakdown will even go worse.
Yeah, but she want to do her own thing on her own,
Well,
like
right-
YouTube. That
Well,
ain't.
no, right now she just wants to be able to go in and out. It's
Yeah.
not even about doing her show.
Yeah, she want to be able to go see her dad or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the basic.
Yeah.
They asked her because they were saying this is what you love to do. Are you
Yeah.
missing that? She didn't really answer that in
You
detail.
locking somebody in a room where they can't go nowhere. Who wants to live like that?
I think the first issue with her is that she's just not allowed. I don't even see the radio TV thing. I see her being concerned that she can't even go out and go to the store and go at a restaurant and eat with her family and call them.
Yeah, they
should
need
let
to
her
the
do
basics.
Yes.
But they should still watch her. They should allow her to do what she want to do.
Yeah.
But watch her.
Or
I
not
don't know how
them.
they gonna watch her.
Or not them. It should be her.
That
Leave
matters,
her
yeah.
alone. And then if you a judge and you say,
Maybe have a family member.
that's what I'm saying.
Your
I would
guardian.
say your family. It's like if you take care of your mom or something. If they fail with doing, then we're gonna put you right back under this again. Let them have time to try.
I don't even know what the
So-
other side issue is, but
Mhm.
it would be nice because her niece be with her. They went shopping.
Yeah.
Do they trust her niece? Do they trust an uncle? Do they trust an aunt
I don't
to
know.
be that guardianship?
I think that
Or do they need somebody? Here's another side of this, which we haven't been hearing. Do they need somebody that's their job is mental
But
and
here's the
dealing with
thing.
people that have mental concerns
here's the
or
thing.
Alzheimer's?
Why are we even under this? Like, who put that into place?
A judge?
Why do you have the right to do that? If a person is not a harm to themselves,
Well, how
or
did it happen with Brittany? Was it her dad? Or
No,
something?
she gave that up. Remember, she signed over her thing to her dad.
How we know
And
Wendy
then
didn't do that?
that's what I'm saying. But then after it got to a certain point,
Yeah.
the judge said, "Okay, it's enough. Let her do it. She wants to let her do what she wants."
I don't know. That's a good question
So
because
let
I
me
don't know
turn
what's
this-
the other side of that. You're right.
Let me take y'all in. I just feel like it's not.
Did Wendy put that in place and now it's hard to undo it?
Yeah, but it should be a part. Even if she did, okay, she probably did that if I'm like totally incapacitated or something. So I don't know.
Or if they change the guardian person, would she be
Yeah.
okay? She just don't like that lady.
Yeah. All right. Let me take y'all in. We
Your
at Papa
sister's very
John's.
quiet about it.
Unless y'all want to keep talking about
Her
this,
family's
I don't have to
quiet.
take y'all in.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be back.
Yeah, that was a good ideal as far as when Kim started saying Brittany, we don't know, we don't hear the other side, and maybe legally they're not able to say what's going on with Wendy as far as the guardianship setup and how the judge set that all up. Are they handling her affairs the right way? Is this an only decision that the judge can make? Can the judge say, okay, no more guardianship? Maybe her family member, like her niece, can be her guardian, because it'll be someone close to her, and then maybe they'll let her go out so much time. I don't know. Maybe he can loosen the stipulations on that guardianship.
Not saying too much.
I don't know. Who's to say that
Her
they don't
niece?
agree with it?
Her niece's mother, they're not saying nothing.
Nobody's saying anything, and we don't know if they're saying stuff in the background. This Wendy Williams thing is going to be ongoing. We know that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much Wendy can win with. Hand me the bag. I don't
It's
know.
going
If
to be terrible.
It
just
may
like
be
the
bigger than that
president.
bag.
The president either has dementia or
Well, that's your opinion. You don't
that's
know
my
that.
opinion, but he's causing a lot of trouble.
Take it back. She's gonna get the big one. You're getting the big bag, right?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still talking because Kim. We were saying that Kim made a good point, but because we are not hearing the other side of it, maybe there's some legal things that my mom asked. Why aren't other family members saying anything? Could it be the judge is right? Could it be that they are experiencing times with her, with Wendy, that they're questioning? I don't think Wendy gonna be by herself. I don't think Wendy need to ever be by herself.
sister's quiet.
And the big thing that she
Oh, really?
keep in mind, she was an alcoholic. she could slip right back into that. She did do the drinks for her birthday, celebrating, but she hasn't been drinking for a while. The judge can say she may drink again.
Yeah.
And now it don't matter. Guardianship, whether she like it or not, because she may take her life. You never know. It could be she could become suicidal.
So she still got to have somebody to watch her.
Yeah, and I think the drug thing was a real big issue in the whole case. So that could be it too. We never know. And it makes sense, because think about it. People, family members and friends that we know are alcoholics or on drugs. If they go back to that drug, Kim, they could take their life.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Which way?
Hunt Club, so go down that way. 83, make a right. You going down, down 83.
Oh, Hunt Club.
Yeah.
This way.
But yeah, so.
My nephew said it's hard getting off stuff like that.
Ma, you saying names and stuff?
Oh, okay.
But anyway, it don't matter. Whatever.
But we understand that it's pros and cons with what's going on with her. We just don't know the background story. Is she okay to be by herself and what she's been complaining about?
Mm-hmm. You can move this one, Mom.
But I do see what you're saying, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
If she's okay, then let her out. And who's to say? The doctor would have to say that. A doctor would have to say, nah, she's still kind of weak. She may slip back into drinking.
I think she's supposed to have went to see the doctor. That's what they said.
She said they
supposed to have did an assessment.
They did an assessment, and she said everything was fine.
That said something across there. I don't know what it said, but go ahead.
About this.
No, it was some message that flashed up.
Oh,
go ahead.
But yeah, other than that, that was the thing on Wendy. Just kind of getting updates on, is she okay mentally,
right,
as well as the dealing with the drug thing, with the alcohol, to go on her own. Washington?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I wanted to bring up with the Wendy thing.
Okay, so we'll find out. I guess that's one of those stories we got to find out what happened.
Yeah. So, how's her son? They don't even. He ain't even in
the last time she said he was misappropriating her money. But now she still love him and still her son. They just think he's too young to be trying to handle millions of dollars. So I don't know.
Maybe tempting for him to not do the right thing,
or he just don't know what he's doing. He's too young.
That's true too.
He's too young to handle millions of dollars.
What they waiting on? There's no cars coming.
People just can't drive.
Just very slow.
And her husband didn't get it.
And then when you get to Hunt Club, you're gonna make a left.
Okay. Hunt Club.
So yeah, I don't know, Mom.
And her husband was upset because
her ex-husband,
she couldn't get anything.
That's what some people thought she was faking it, just so he couldn't get nothing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
He don't need no more anyway. He got enough.
Because he's with the other lady.
Yeah, he got enough. He got a lot of money when they get divorced, and then which he helped her build her career. He should. And now move on, buddy. Get your own life. Get your own job.
The other lady anymore, since he don't have
he probably ain't with her. She was probably with him because he had Wendy Williams money. But say what you want about Wendy Williams, there has never been another Wendy Williams.
They asked her about her purple chair. She said all of that's in storage. She can't even get to it.
I know.
She said once I get to that chair's gonna be with me. She said I'm
Wendy
keeping that
Williams. All these stories that's been going down, we all be like, what would Wendy Williams, if her show was still going, Wendy Williams would have tore that whole Diddy thing up.
Oh God, yeah.
She would have even did the Drake and the Kendrick thing. Mm-hmm. Wendy Williams would have been on all of that. All of that. Divorces, baby mamas, all of that. That's DDG, all of that. She would have been on all of that.
That's true. But by her just wanting the simple things, it's just getting out and going where she want to go. And, it was good you stopped because I didn't. He had the Bronco that I don't want. There's two Broncos. There's one bigger than his. But then his is a small one. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up.
Okay, Wendy Williams. What else did they talk about?
Bring up later on.
What you got, Mama? Where'd you write this?
Young man that was ill ever since he was young, 9 years old, whatever.
Mama said something about some man. His mom, was it his real mom? His stepmother held him hostage or something.
He was like locked in.
She locked him in the house.
It was 6-8 pounds when they found him. It was 20 years ago.
Let me see if I can.
Like that. What's that one that got out?
And you said you don't know where it was, in Colorado somewhere?
I tell you.
You said Colorado.
It's reminding me of the story with the two brothers that's in jail that killed their parent.
The Menendez brothers,
and the girl that just got out, that her boyfriend killed her mom.
Rose or whatever.
Rose something.
Denver, Colorado.
But she got off and had her mom take like X'd out.
Yeah.
Now this guy.
Here it is. So let me read this, Mom. Connecticut. Connecticut man held captive by stepmom for 20 years. He weighed 68 pounds. The 32-year-old man had been held in captivity since he was 11. That's crazy. Why you laughing, Mom?
No, it's not funny. I'm sorry.
Oh. That's how she do. That's you do. Lenore does that.
It's not funny.
And then people be in the comment section, why y'all laughing? I think it's a nervous laugh. I don't think they be laughing like at the thing.
Anger laugh.
Yeah. Like the story is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
Not a funny laugh.
Like, is this even real?
Yeah, like a ridiculous
I'm really
laugh.
upset with his stepmother.
How
It
many
says a
years?
Connecticut woman.
Go ahead.
A Connecticut woman has been arrested for allegedly holding her severely emaciated stepson in captivity at their home for over 20 years since he was 11 years old, and forcing him to endure prolonged abuse, starvation, severe neglect, and inhumane treatment, police said. It's truly horrifying and beyond comprehension that it occurred here. The young man's unimaginable suffering over the course of 2 decades is just a reminder of the darkness that does exist in this world. The now 32-year-old man, remember you making a left on Hunt Club because I'm not looking. The now 32-year-old man is 5'9" and weighs 68 pounds when he was found, according to officials.
He has to be skeleton.
The victim was discovered on February 17th when Waterbury Police Department officers, along with the personnel from Waterbury Fire Department, responded to a report of an active fire at a residence at approximately 8:42. The fire saved him. The fire was quickly extinguished by authorities, and 2 occupants were found inside the home at the time. The first person was identified as 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan. She younger than me. The owner of the property, who called authorities for help. And the second person identified as 32-year-old man who was later determined to be Sullivan's stepson. Sullivan was evacuated to safety following the fire, but the male occupant, who had suffered smoke inhalation and exposure to the fire, had to be assisted from the home. She probably tried to set him on fire. Investigators quickly realized there was a room in the house that appeared to have exterior locks on the door. And as they began speaking to the male victim, he disclosed he was held captive for 20 years in that room. While receiving medical care, the male victim disclosed to the first responders that he had intentionally set the fire. So he did it. In his room.
He wanted them.
Stated, I wanted my freedom. Officials said in their statement regarding the case. He further alleged that he had been held captive by Sullivan since he was 11 years old. That's crazy. So he set the fire.
Why all of a sudden he sets a fire?
Maybe he didn't
could
have
done
the
that
stuff
10
to
years
be able to
ago.
set it. Maybe she
That's
left something.
a long time.
Maybe she left something in the room and he was like, now this is my chance to get out.
That's sad to take that long for it or to get an out.
And he almost died from the fire. But he was probably like, I'll just die if I can't get out of here. The 32-year-old was found in a severely emaciated condition and had not received medical or dental care during his time in captivity since the home over the past 2 decades. Investigators further discovered that he had been provided with only minimal amounts of food and water, which led to his extremely malnourished condition. When asked about the victim's father, his biological father died in January. So his father had something to do with it in 2024. The father was wheelchair bound from the medical condition. We just naming all the stuff. Then when you keep reading, you like, okay, he had nothing.
Let's read it first.
His father ain't nothing. Oh, his father was held.
And she could have been abusing him.
Right. It says the victim's biological mother has not been involved in his life since he was 2 years old. She ought to feel like nothing. Sullivan's lawyer defended his client and said it was the victim's late father who was responsible. Watch out.
I see.
Okay. He was not locked in the room. She did not restrain him in any way. She provided food. She provided shelter. She is blown away by these allegations. After the light, the next street, Foxworth Lane.
Left or right?
Left.
I'm at all thinking the number of years though.
20 years. That's crazy.
20 years is a long time.
Just too long.
Now it says during the background investigation, police found that there were 2 incidences where the police department wasn't called. 2005, the first request came from Department of Children and Family Services. They dropped the ball on that.
They did.
DCFS, he wasn't in school or nothing. Nobody
That's
noticed.
what I'm saying. He was 11.
Let's make a left at this first street coming up. I blame the DCFS.
I blame all those groups.
I blame the police department.
11 years old.
And the fact that they were called.
He didn't fall off the face of the earth.
So who was the follow-up person from the police department?
Oh my God.
I would follow up from the police department. I'd be like, okay, here's the case. We need to follow up on these cases.
What happened to this
Whatever
kid?
happened to that 11-year-old boy?
Let's go check into it.
See, they just...
It won't hurt to go by the house.
20 years.
Then she can still hide it.
No, talk to him.
Some people
Oh,
did go
okay.
by
Where's
there.
the son? We need to
Can
see
I
your
say
son.
this?
Uh-huh.
I listen on television.
Make a left right here.
Some people did go by there, and he was afraid to tell them.
Yeah.
But he
That can
couldn't have
happen,
been malnourished, right?
No, not 11, but I do remember incidents like that where the kids still not even said anything or they lied.
Yeah, but what about school?
It don't matter. They
did
homeschooling them.
Homeschooling.
It's unfortunate, but there are ways around all the questions we just asked.
Yeah.
There's ways around
what you call the
that.
house. That's pretty.
So I know.
Make it right.
You get frustrated because you're thinking, why not? Should have, could have, would have.
So some of these are.
He probably told me to kill him or beat him if he would tell anything.
Yeah, and he was scared. That's sad. How many families is doing that? Abusing the children, the stepchildren, the foster children,
people,
and trafficking.
Make it right.
People that don't want to be there, chained in a basement, can't get out. Just
and then it's right here on the right.
It's an evil person.
How can she prove she's
964. Hold on.
I don't understand that.
Here it is. That's probably why they order pizza. You got to walk up there.
What is this right here?
They probably moving in. That's probably why they order pizza.
Oh.
So you ain't got to cook.
They're giving her a long way to walk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. You still have it on?
Yeah. Let me go to say when you go to each one of the things. I'm going to hit arrived. This is very easy to drive. I always tell people, well, I'll tell her when you could just taken the whole thing. Are you blocking that person? Because why are they standing in the middle of the street? Oh, unless the car is parked. Okay.
I think that car is parked.
Okay.
I think.
I hope so. If not, why are they sitting there? Because she's not blocking the street, right? Or is she? I can't tell how far she's sticking out.
I don't think nobody in that car right there.
Okay. So they got people over here then.
Yeah.
That's probably why they are ordering pizza. But I'm gonna tell her that the other story with driving that I saw. If somebody wants to do this and drive and make money, there's no reason. What's taking so long?
You can't see.
They not that far. Where's she at? I'm looking at the front door and she ain't there.
I wonder if she went in. This truck is in the way.
Oh, she just walking slow.
This truck is, you can't see nothing.
All right. I was just getting ready to say where you at. I'm looking at the front door and I didn't see you. I know, but I didn't see you.
Because I had to walk all the way back.
Like,
they had a party in there.
Oh, okay. Let me turn Uber back on.
I hate when they got 15 cars and I gotta walk all the way in.
Yeah.
Okay, I was getting ready to tell Mama, and I said I had to wait for you to come back. If somebody wants to do this, if they want to drive, I was looking at this one guy. He's homeless. I'm gonna hit that dash now too, cause that's up too. No open slots available.
He's
Try
homeless.
dashing later. Oh, okay. So now.
Oh, he did this to buy a home.
So the guy is homeless. Why they gonna say click here, and then when I click, there are no spots open? That doesn't make sense. DoorDash.
This one,
I
maybe.
don't know. The way we came in.
Double.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, because you would have just went in a circle.
Okay. Right here.
He's homeless.
Who's on this?
This guy was homeless, and he wanted to do a video on YouTube about driving DoorDash for 3 days and living in your car and still driving.
Mm-hmm.
And how much money did he make in those 3 days?
Okay.
And he made $1,800
In 3 days?
Yeah, I think or was it a week? It might have been a week.
Okay.
I can't remember. Whatever it
Well,
was, he drove all day.
That's right.
It don't matter.
That makes sense. That makes a difference.
Let me see,
though.
where we at?
Hunt Club.
What street is that? That main street. Maybe go left.
This is Hunt Club. I don't know which part of Hunt Club.
I'm saying
maybe
go
that's towards Gurney Mills.
Then I go the other way then. I don't want to go to Gurney. Go left.
I think it's
Make
that
sure ain't
way.
nobody
I'm
behind
not
you.
sure.
Because you jumping lanes.
I'm not sure which way this is, but that's fine. We'll find out as we get to the main street.
That's why I said, what street is this?
That's very good.
No, Dada.
He's letting people
So
go
go
towards
to
Washington.
Go to Grand. Are we? No, because this church is right here.
Oh, go
We're
to
going
Grand and go left.
make left. Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably gonna ring though. Watch, since we out here in Gurney.
He's showing
But
that
he was showing
if
that
you're on your lowest.
But he was trying to show that even if you're, see, I know what I told you.
What was he using as his address? A P.O. box? maybe?
Gurney to, I'm not doing that. It's past Kenosha. Reject. I'm not going to Kenosha.
I wonder, was he using a P.O. box or his mom's address or something? Or somebody's address?
Yeah, well, I'm
when
sure
you
he
sign
was.
up, you
Yeah.
gotta have an address.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Or found one of these address places. But he showed that when you always hear about people talking about they living in their car, you still should be working. I'm sorry.
You can do this.
You can do this.
Because if you're living in your car,
And I
you
hate
got
to
a
be
car.
mean,
You
but
got a car.
I hate to be mean or, but he showed that if you're living in a car, now I'm not talking about living on the street. I'm talking about living in your car.
You have a car. Right away, you got the first
That
thing.
means you have a car.
Yeah. A car can do driving for food or groceries.
And he didn't think about it. Somebody gave him the idea. And
he raised enough money to get a down payment for his apartment.
well,
or
he
whatever.
showed that driving 1 week, he could pay for an apartment.
Isn't that something?
So he was saying he wants people to follow him on YouTube, his story, and
Wow.
but that's what he's getting ready to go try to get
That's
now.
very smart.
But he didn't even realize that just driving, that he could make a lot of money to pay for, where you live.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I was trying to tell you, now if you don't have a car, then that's a different discussion.
Yeah.
But I'm talking, the first thing if I hear somebody say they homeless or anything, they don't have a job,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, y'all. The first question I'm going to ask you is, what do you do
have
with
a
your car?
Do you have a car?
Do you deliver? Do you, whatever.
And a lot
I don't
of
care if you got to go do pizza delivery.
A lot of people are that same scenario. They live in their car.
Live in your car. Even if you don't have enough money to get an apartment, you still can be driving in your car.
There's a lot of people living in their cars.
Yeah, it's a lot of people living in their
realize
cars.
that.
And in the future, with what's going on with this economy, it's probably going to be more people living in their car, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought about that and I said, that's a hustler. And I thought, like how I am, that's probably something I would do, knowing me. You know me. If I'm living in my car,
Because you don't want to live in your car.
No, but let's say we was living in this car.
Yourself, you don't have no.
You don't think we're gonna be driving all day in that car?
All day. We'll do the nighttime shifts.
And nighttime, maybe get a hotel from some of the money that we got from the car. That's when you take the shower, you sleep in the bed, all of that. But during the day, we're driving.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
I noticed some people have vans like that one over there.
Oh yeah.
Big enough. They got it decorated.
They got it decorated.
They got their bed,
and you just sleep in it.
And they can change it over to a living room.
So I'm sorry.
They got the kitchen.
Unless you have a mental capacity even if children, we driving.
No, if they have children and no car, no vehicle.
Oh, no car.
More than likely they'll be at a shelter or someone else's house.
Right. But the thing
hard when you got kids.
even if you gotta stay at a shelter, if I have a car, that's it. You half of the things that you need to do, you could do in that car.
I just wonder
even if it's not even drive doing this, you could do other stuff with a car.
I watch people cooking dinner and stuff.
I wonder what again, going back to that question, what did he use as an address?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you use a P.O. box?
Maybe he used somebody as an address.
Use a P.O. box.
Or will they let you drive with a P.O. box?
No, they don't. But he probably use somebody's address.
Oh.
Like, or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
And sometimes you don't know the reason why people living in their car. Some people, and I can attest to this, they don't want to stay with their family. They rather just stay in their car.
And some people are happy in their car.
That's what I'm saying. Because I don't have to answer you or nobody.
Travel from state to state, visiting people, relatives, and living in their car. They are happy. I watched it.
You right, Ma?
I watch it on YouTube.
That's that Buena place.
Oh, okay.
You right, Ma?
Yep.
Some people do it as an adventure, though.
I was saying, the people that she's been watching, they want to live in
adventure.
They want to live in the campers.
They want to live in the car,
vans and stuff,
and in the car, like she said.
Too, yeah.
But if I was young and I probably would do something stupid like that and YouTube it. You know how much money you make on YouTube? Mom, you looking at those views, right? It's $1 million.
I'm watching. They make good money.
Thank you.
They $1 million at the bottom.
And you know how much check you cashing?
If they getting, like you said, monetized.
You are monetized. You get 1 million views.
Yeah. So they getting money from that.
They getting money. So they're choosing to do that. So, and I probably would if I was young and just, let me just go on.
Rollins and go straight.
Go Rollins, yeah. I probably would do the same thing. If I was young and I didn't have nobody to deal with,
just yourself.
Jump in my car, make millions of dollars on YouTube. Travel. Stop off at people's houses that I know.
We had one young lady rode the train.
Keep it moving.
The airplane.
Oh, that's one lady. That one I keep telling you. That black girl. She do trains.
This young lady did everything.
She do the Amtrak.
Yeah. You said your boss, one of your bosses, sold her home.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Her and her husband had a RV and just did
RV, and they still are
happy.
So some people like going to RV park.
Do what you feel. But I'm glad you talked about him, because he's letting people know with a vehicle,
he has a car,
even without a place to stay, you can make enough money if you hustle to pay a debt off, to pay for an apartment down, even to pay a house, to pay down on a new home.
And to be honest with you, I told you about the lease program at Uber. You can lease a car. Uber will lease it for you.
You gotta have good credit, though.
No, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. You do it through Uber. You looked at it?
Mm-hmm. You have to have good credit to lease.
No, you do it through Uber.
It don't matter who you do it through. I've been trying for 20 years to lease.
You have not been trying for 20 years.
Kim, not 20 whole years consecutively. But in those 20, 30 years, my credit score has never been where it is now since you've helped.
It's 800.
Every time I go in to get a car, whether it was with my dad, when I went to get my grandaunt.
But you had bad credit then.
It was bad credit. And they told me, I almost bit my tongue. Leasing, you got to have good credit. Okay. And I'm like, daggone it, I ain't going to never lease. No. So you helped me boost it up. So I believe I'm at a level.
800 is an excellent level.
That I can go in and walk in and say I want to lease that car.
And one more thing I take off of the credit report, it'll be over 800.
That's good. So thank you for helping me get it up.
Sammy's, which Ray's late. So I'm gonna say yes, Belvedere.
So I need to turn.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hit start on how to get there. Yep, we're gonna make a left at the light. I'm gonna turn off Uber.
You don't want to juggle more than one?
I can, but if I say no, they gonna be like, oh, you guys just got a good, now your rating is going back down. I mean, it don't matter. I don't have to. We're not in a hurry today. On the weekdays, y'all, I'll do more juggling than if I need to, because I'm trying to get in and out of here. I'm trying to hurry up, get my 4 in and out. So, yeah, you going.
What made you come across that story? How did you find out?
YouTube.
Oh.
Mama be really watching YouTube, boy.
I know.
You gonna make a right on Belvedere.
I learned a lot.
Well, you know where Sammy's is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama. But some of the stuff you gotta take it with a grain of salt, Mom. It don't mean it's real. Not everything on YouTube is real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because sometimes you'll come and say, did Gladys Knight died? No, Gladys Knight, somebody put it on
No, I didn't
YouTube.
say that.
Not Gladys Knight or whoever.
There was someone else that did die.
You sure about that?
Yeah, one Gladys Knight.
No, it was. It was somebody like Gladys
The point
Knight.
we were trying to make with that, because she's always correcting us. It wasn't Gladys Knight.
It's not somebody that died either.
It was a famous person.
Yeah.
You said, did they die? And we said no.
And you said it's on this
So
YouTube.
find out what name it is so we can move forward and always have the right name. Gladys Knight is the first name that comes to us because that's the level of popularity they were.
Who did she say? I can't even
It wasn't
remember.
Diana, Patti LaBelle.
It's somebody up there like that. When I was like, no, that would be all over the news.
Yes.
And it was on that YouTube channel. And they always saying somebody dead.
Thank you.
And
Maybe
they
it was
not.
an actor. I don't even know if it was a singer. It could have been an actor.
Yeah, it was one of them was T.D. Jakes. And I was like, Ma,
That wasn't true.
if T.D. Jakes
I
was
didn't do
dead,
that.
no, but I'm saying if T.D. Jakes was dead, that would be on the news.
I don't like when they even do that,
I
though.
don't either.
Because do they think we really are stupid in this country? We believe any story that comes
There's a lot of
across?
people. Lenore, you see Jimmy Kimmel interviewing people on the street
I know.
and asking them like the dumbest questions. Trump says he's going over George Washington's house tonight for dinner. Do you think that's a good idea?
You know what?
I don't think he should go to George Washington.
And you sit there and you look at these people and you go, you are really stupid. Because he had them ask questions about people that are dead.
I
Oh
literally
my
just
God,
said George
literally.
Washington.
And anytime you think about this too, if you're on the streets of Hollywood and somebody comes up with a microphone, chances are they're either Jimmy Kimmel show or something like that.
Do you think Martin Luther King should have signed the Declaration of Independence? I don't think he should have signed it.
Yeah. They answer like oh my gosh. And Jimmy does like showing that we in America.
And it's not one person. It'd be more than one.
Yes.
So that's how I said, don't necessarily think people not stupid.
It's sad. It really is. That stupid?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now don't forget when you get to Belvedere, you're gonna make a right.
Right. Sammy's, right?
Yes.
I could have gone here and go Atkinson.
That's true. Make sure nobody coming, okay? Do your thing. You know your way. See, when you know where you at, then you're like, I could have cut through here. And
That I told yesterday, the other day, I don't know if it was yesterday or the other day, I told my sister I was on my way somewhere to get put a hitch put on the back of our car.
I didn't even look at it.
The GPS took me past the street to turn that they're on, around to the next street, around the block, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I can't get that way if I did go on that main street.
But you could have.
But as I turned and went the way the GPS, they took me in a whole big circle to go right back to that street and turn right to the place. And I went,
They didn't know
I could have turned right on the street.
You know it's a Jimmy John's right there, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like Jimmy John's like that.
Oh, I thought you liked Jimmy
Not
John's.
like that, no. I mean, if I had to do the sandwich, aside from Subway, it would be Jersey Mike's.
Oh, Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
I keep getting Jimmy John's and Jersey
I
Mike's
don't like
mixed
Jimmy
up.
John like that. I gotta search for it.
I keep getting
Now
those
that's
two
the Dunkin'
mixed up.
Donuts. That's the Dunkin' Donuts restaurant where I gotta go. Where's the Dunkin' Donuts?
For some reason, I keep getting Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's.
Because of the J.
The
J.
J. Yeah.
And you never say
I don't like.
Right.
Potter. What's the one?
What's
with
the one
P?
Mama don't like?
I forgot.
Me and Mama both don't like the one with that have that good salad.
Pot bellies.
Pot bellies.
But what's the one she don't like?
Pot.
Is it Jimmy John or Jimmy John's? Or
She didn't like Jersey Mike's when I got one for her, and you wasn't crazy about it either. But she definitely don't like Pot.
So that means she liked Jimmy John's then.
It's not much on the sandwich. She don't really like
it.
Subway is her
Like
favorite
I don't like.
because Subway lets you put all kinds of stuff on the sandwich.
And she liked the taste probably. They say that's a cheap sandwich.
Subway
Yeah.
or Jimmy John's.
Subway. When you hear people talk about Subway, they say that's like a cheap version of a deli sandwich.
Well, that's why I like Jersey Mike's.
Make a left at the light.
Jersey
And
Mike's
I've
meat
seen
is
some,
fresh.
right? And I seen some people on Facebook like, you can't catch you. I wouldn't be caught dead at a Subway. I was like, dang, really?
They kind of right. They're right. Sometimes the bread is stale.
But Mama loves Subway.
She like it because we can put stuff on the sandwich. Because she gets her peppers on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Jersey Mike's because it's fresh. That one Subway place we stopped at. Arrow.
Gosh.
They don't know how to churn.
That's all right. Go
He
ahead.
had a big old arrow.
Go ahead, Lenore. You go ahead. It's over.
He had an arrow.
Leave him alone. He's
And he just sat there.
Go
He's
ahead,
a nut, so
Lenore.
leave him alone.
Whatever. He don't know what he doing.
That's why people jump on people.
Oh my God, with
what
that
they
big
doing.
rusty truck.
It's probably Hispanic.
A big old arrow. And that man
Mom.
behind me blowing. Was
Mom.
he
I
blowing?
shouldn't say that. I'm sorry.
Gosh.
That man behind me blowing. You being videotaped, so be
Okay,
careful
I'm
what you
sorry.
say.
I'm just saying some of them have real big trucks.
But this one is not what you were saying.
Oh well, yeah, they do have that. But Lenore
big
said
truck.
rusty.
This rusty
You
truck.
said because it's a big truck.
No,
It's
big
not a
truck.
big truck.
No.
It's a
Yeah,
rusty
right,
truck.
Right. No, she right about the big
And
truck.
he's an old
It's a
man.
big truck. That's
Yeah.
why I said that.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it can't get no greener. It was an arrow.
No, you're not lying about they always be in big trucks.
Yeah, they have big pretty trucks.
We talked about
I like that
stereotypes.
truck.
I know, but
Big,
that is a
pretty
stereotype that's true.
Yeah.
You always see short Mexican men and tall,
And big truck.
big giant
And
trucks.
ladder to get in. You only 5'6".
Right.
Your truck is 6 feet
Yeah,
high.
That's a stereotype. Black people stereotype our
I
cars.
know.
A Lincoln or a Cadillac.
Or one of them old cars that they didn't put the wheels, the rims on, and the rims
Right.
cost more than a car.
Yeah. So
Come
yeah,
on, man,
it's
just turn.
stereotypes.
And then you might say it's an old person like me.
Yeah. And
Well,
I
y'all
like
usually in those big ugly
those big
Oldsmobiles or
Cadillacs
something.
or Oldsmobile with a hat. You see a hat, you know it's an old person.
Right. There are stereotypes with cars.
It is. Because our friend, I won't say, they didn't get a stereotype car when they bought one.
Oh yeah, he got a Chevy or something.
Yeah, he didn't want cops profiling.
And he said he don't get pulled over.
Never.
Black man and old plain stale Chevy.
He
He
never
right.
got pulled over.
He right.
Yep.
He right.
You got to think profiling.
But if he looked like he was in a
prejudice.
drug dealer car, they would be pulling him over
all the time. There's cars that be sticking out. They have a pattern all on the side and the wheels is all humped up. Do you not know the cops is going to keep eyes on you?
And wondering why they keep getting pulled over.
Oh, man, that is so stupid.
No,
But
you're
y'all,
right.
you got to be seen. I want everybody to see me in the
If
neighborhood.
you stay in your neighborhood, then they know you. But when you start going into other neighborhoods,
Mhm, they don't know you that well.
yeah. Or if you were in some other neighborhood, they be like, why are you coming over?
They'll profile you.
And then sometimes you could be a regular old person, you still get profiled. It don't matter what car you're in.
I told you that the black lady that I was in the court with, because I had a ticket or something and I was fighting it. She was in the court and she went before me. She had her hair in braids, all going back. Black lady.
Yeah, she was profiled.
And she said, officer, judge, your honor, I was profiled. I had my hat on like this and I had my braids. And the judge got mad. She said, where's this officer at?
Yeah,
I do not allow profiling on the street.
And the judge probably is so used to it. It's probably not the first case that's done that. So the judge was probably like, okay, turn it. Was probably like, I hear this all the time.
All the time.
Drop the case.
They got to fuss at the cops for. Why are you profiling her? What was the reason you pulled her over? Was she speeding? Did she not stop at a line?
Over for profiling.
You said dirty license plate.
No, that's another one.
That was another one.
This one was black women. I fit the description, and then I looked at all the other black women that was pulled over. None of us looked the same.
See,
dark skin, skinny.
It's like
none of us. We just was looking for a black woman.
Good times when they had pulled JJ, when they arrested JJ, and was questioning him. He spent the night in jail. They finally found the young guy he was shorter than JJ
Exactly.
and he was fat
and fit the description.
Just some black man.
Oh, y'all remember that? In the last line of the thing was, what was it that he fit the description of something like?
Yeah.
James said something. I don't know. It was one line to that or something.
Oh.
All right. So am I taking them in?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get out of this. Your phone. I hate. Okay.
I gotta
see how your phone. I can't
put this in because I get money for that.
More. I'm gonna hit arrived. And then I'm going to go in and get Philip B. I wonder if it's Philip Bailey.
You ought to do too.
That was stale. All right, let me go in.
I'm so glad.
That was stupid. That's, you know what? The funny thing, that's a Lenore joke. You notice that's not a Kim joke. That's why it stuck out.
Then why you say it?
Because I was being funny like you. I was like, that's probably Philip Bailey.
But you got your own kind of humor.
I know. You're right. I don't need to. All right, here we go. You're right. I don't need to pick that up. Let's hope they ready, y'all. Sometimes Grubhub, the people get the order late, the merchant, and so they literally don't have it when you pull up because they still making it. And then sometimes they have it. Just depends on when you when you show up. So let's see. Fill up B. Let's see how long it's gonna take. So yeah, I'm hoping that's one of the orders that they just put up. Let's hope. Let's hopefully. Alright, let's look and see. Hopefully that's what they're putting together. Alright, pick up Philip B. Alright, y'all. Let's see what's going on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, y'all. Let's go back out. Alright, I'm gonna turn y'all around. And I will see y'all when I get back in the car. Y'all, we back. Lenora hit me in the face with the bag.
I'm thinking, how did the bag scratch you?
But I didn't have the camera on. She told me that's the kind of stuff we need to be having on film.
Like, oh, you hit me in the head. When you Three Stooges moment.
Mama said when you slip and fall. Okay.
Or do something stupid.
But normally I'm not gonna have the camera on during that time.
Yeah, that's you. You don't want to turn it off. Turn it.
Right, because I'm turning it on. I'm not live like how we used to be. Live, I would have been on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna make a right. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, right. Okay. And then you're gonna make a left.
Atkinson,
yeah. And let me see what the next one
Not
is.
keeping up with you all's camera.
Washington, a right on Washington.
How many of you all?
Oh, it's that U-Haul place. This the second one, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Left.
Pizza was the first.
The pizza was the first. That U-Haul place we just passed that I was looking at. Getting ready to say you don't never go there when you go to U-Haul. It's on Washington.
Oh, over there by the school.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, what else? What else is in the news? What else, Ma? That was a good one about the guy getting locked up for 20 years. Did you write down your stuff? I have my mother look at the news, and there's reasons why I have her do that. One reason is because when people get older, if they just staring at the TV and not writing stuff down, they're not using you're not using certain parts of your mind.
I can say this, I was upset when Trump did his speech at his center. I can't remember what.
Oh, the Kennedy Center.
What did he do?
Center. They were saying he wasn't speaking right.
What did he do?
Was he slurring
he was in anger.
something?
He was talking about
criminalizing.
Yeah, him being criminalized by the judge.
Well, you know he's mad.
Well, he always
how he was
said
treated. How he was
FBI's
treated.
and it wasn't. They said
The
it wasn't
FBI.
right.
All of that wasn't right. They coming at me. That wasn't right.
The
He's
DOJ,
always been saying
he
this.
did a mess. Yeah, he did a message. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, the message.
He did a message in front of the DOJ, the Department of Justice, and he was pretty much saying how
he got off the speech.
Biden used them to come after him,
And he didn't do it.
and he didn't like it. But then in the same the same speech, he wants them to go after the press. And they were sitting here going, now, you don't want us to go after people, or you do want us to go after people? In other words, only go after the people I want you to go after, and then when I don't want you to go after
me.
I thought you don't want them to. They should be going after neither one of y'all, right?
I was telling my sister.
So he's inconsistent.
I was telling my mom and my sister, I started watching some documentaries on Nazi Germany. I said I wanted to hear more and more information about how Hitler got to a place in power where everybody was following him, the military, everybody, even to the symbol that they put up their hands.
When you start spewing out.
Yeah, and I said, well, no, he didn't do it at the beginning.
Right.
And I thought about it, and I said, a lot of history is being repeated.
He wanted to save the economy.
He ran on, in the office that he was chosen, he ran on the economy issues that they were having in Germany at that time. I think it was 1930 something. And he got elected for that.
Which was fine.
Yeah. They were like, we'll elect you. We got soup kitchens and stuff.
Same thing
we
with
need
Trump.
you to fix our
Good
economy.
ideas. Thank you.
And when he got in, he had another agenda.
Make it right.
He was very hateful for whatever reasons, because you can kind of have your own story on that.
Rather than being crazy.
Of not liking the Jews. Blaming them for a lot of their economy problems. And he couldn't get everybody on board with that, because he was trying to stop their businesses. Don't go to them. Don't make them leave the country.
Right. It always
and a
starts
lot of the Germans didn't feel the way he did. They would still frequent the Jewish stores and stuff.
But you got to change
he said,
that mindset.
I gotta get in there for the people to trust me.
Exactly.
And what he did for that 4 years, he got back on the topic of the economy.
Exactly.
I gotta get them to trust me.
And they starting to make money. Everybody doing good. Okay.
And then he was able to get the people to go, well, whatever he says, of course.
That's my only issue with Trump. Well, I got several, but one of my main issues with Trump, and I had posted today, don't forget you're going to U-Haul over here on the right.
Okay.
Is you can have a good idea, but your execution and the way that you go about things are bad.
Yeah.
I don't mind you want your thing to say the economy. I'm not wishing that the economy fall. I feel like some of the people that's Democrats or on the other side, I think y'all are morons too. Why would you want a crash? That means people gonna be starving and people dying, and so you should want him to succeed. But I do understand how he succeeds. You have a question about it. It's like at the expense of who?
Yeah. Who is he walking on? Who is he Xing? Who is he
I gave the example of Trump is like somebody that shows up and tells you he wants to help you sell your house. And so the first thing he thinks of, customer interest right here. The first thing he thinks of is we need to beautify the outside. And so he talks you into power washing your house. And you think that's a good idea, right? It's going to make it look good. Philip B. You remember the name. And he power washes your house. Then all of a sudden, he power washes your house, but he doesn't tell you to close your windows. So when she come back, I'll finish the thing. Okay. So this is the second one, Ma. You're not keeping track. It's still on. It's still on.
Oh,
It's still on.
You have an order here, right? This is an order.
Oh, I should have taken a picture.
Oh, she's taking it.
All right.
To them. Okay.
I know, but I'm saying I should have taken a picture. I didn't take a picture. Take a photo.
And take
I got
Did
it.
you put the address up there?
Yeah. And then I'm going to submit the photo. Hopefully she'll be coming back out soon. She never comes to this U-Haul. This is a big one, too.
Wow.
She always go to the other ones. But I told her this one is a U-Haul.
Yeah.
This is a big one, too.
You learn where things are, where places are. That's good.
Let me hit deliver. You must have had to walk deep in there.
All the way to their desk.
Let me turn Uber Eats back on. Grubhub is still on. So like I was saying, he's the type of person that sells you and says, I can help you sell your house and make some extra money. And you might as well just go on up there and turn around, right? Oh, you just doing it right here? I can help you. And you think that's a good idea. I'm going to get extra money. It's good. And he says, the first thing we got to do is work on the curbside appeal. Yeah. Work on your curbside appeal. You got it after this. And he decides he wants to help power wash your house so that your outside looks cleaner.
I have to get back into when you were starting that,
right?
As far as an example. Okay. So the powerhouse washing, but then the way
he wants to fix the country. He has good plans, but he don't know how to execute it.
I know.
So he's like I said, he's the type of person that says, I want to help you sell your house, says the power wash idea. And so you said that's a great idea. So he goes to power wash the outside of your house and clean it up and it looks good, but he forgets to tell you to close the windows. So now the water goes all into your house and you have water damage inside your house. So you did good on the outside, making it look good, but you made more destruction by not preparing or having us prepare for what you was trying to do. And that's all I'm saying with him. I feel like he's intentionally trying to crash the stock market. I feel like that.
Why would he
Other people feel like that.
Why?
Because he can't lower the interest rates for the deficit or the country.
Shut down.
He can't lower the interest rates, okay? He doesn't have that power.
Okay.
But if the stock market crashes, the government has to lower the interest rates. And what happens is if the interest rates lower, our deficit amount becomes less. In other words, like I was telling you with our house, that interest, we paying on that interest every single year.
If that's lower.
If that's lower, more money would go towards the principal and less goes towards the interest.
But what would get it to be lower though?
By crashing the stock market.
Okay.
If he crashes the stock market, the government will have to lower the interest rates. So, and that's the only way they'll do it. They won't do it any other way. So he feels, this is what I think and what other people feel, experts, is that he might be intentionally trying to do that. Because the way he's moving is he's acting like he wants it to crash. And he's made comments that you'll be able to buy stocks at better prices. Like he's told his friends, because even people like Warren Buffett has pulled out of stocks and they got money ready. So when it crashes, he's going to buy stocks cheaper. So for people that's rich, it's going to make them a lot of money. Or people who have money to buy stocks, it's going to make them a lot of money. But people that's poor, it's just going to make you poor. It's going to make you worse.
How would that affect your 401ks? With that
all of that's going to crash. But you're not pulling that out anyway. So don't even worry. The market always recuperates. It always gets back to where it's going.
Now, what is this recession thing that we're hearing?
If prices go up and people can't, eggs is $20 a carton, your dollars for what you get paid ain't going up. So you don't have no money. You don't have money to do the necessities that you normally would have. But you know what?
The thing that I noticed that he's doing that, I'm still looking at my documentary with Hitler.
Why are you watching that anyway?
Because it's so symbolic on how he's doing things parallel to how the Nazi Germany did their thing, how they changed the laws.
I'm just thinking about
how they think, the things like that. Because for me, and even with his background being from Germany, I don't know. And I'm thinking the Jews in that case was like the migrants in this case. A lot of things that he's cutting, a lot of things that he is taken away, it all affects people of color. I noticed that. They're not from the middle, because he even mentioned these countries with that guy, the young man that was protesting at Columbia University or Columbia College. He mentioned, and here's the thing that Abby was bringing up. Yeah, he's having problems now coming hard at that young man because he has a green card. And the green card and the visa is different than the other cards that the immigrants use. If he comes down on that, he's going to mess it up for a lot of people, because a lot of people are here on green cards as well. So this gentleman, they came hard on him, and now because of government funding, he's bullying people like Columbia who may be having government funding and telling them what their curriculums could be. You can't teach this. You can't teach
I'm
that.
gonna say yes.
So if you got the government involved, it's unfortunate. The government can tell you what to do.
Let me tell you where we going. Where we at?
Am I turning on Haynesville Road?
I don't know. Let me see.
I knew you would start watching her show because it's good.
Yeah, Abby.
Yeah, this past
You going to Cooper's Hawk
all the time.
on Grand. So you probably got to turn around. Where we
Yeah,
at?
Willie around. I'm not even near there. So I gotta take this road.
Let me see which way they telling you to go. Hold on. Keep straight. You're gonna make a right at the light.
Haynesville.
Yeah,
And then take Rollins.
probably.
Yeah, because Rollins goes right to Cooper's Hawk. They're talking about the Kennedy Center and things that he's making changes with that. And he's made himself the chair over Kennedy Center. They booed J.D. Vance when he came in.
I heard. I saw
At
that.
the Kennedy Center.
Yes, they don't want anybody from the government.
So that's
in
my
that
only
building,
thing, and I
'cause
didn't
he's
like.
making changes to
Yeah.
how the Kennedy Center is
Now,
running.
I want to talk about
Leave
this.
the Kennedy Center alone.
Let's talk
They
about
booed him.
this
Yeah.
whole threatening of the government shutdown, and how both, in my opinion,
Would that help?
the Democrats and the Republicans are morons. Apparently, unless I'm missing something, this bill or not bill, whatever it is that they put up, this it's not a bill, it's a let's just say a budget for the upcoming whatever year or whatever that the Republicans pushed through through Congress because they have the majority. And they didn't even ask the Democrats anything. They just did it without them even. So the Democrats is mad about that they didn't ask us anything about it. You pushed through something that we didn't have any input on. And then it was supposed to go to the Senate, and all they needed was just the same thing. The senators to, because they need more than 50% there. So if the Democrat senators would have voted against it, it would have failed. It wouldn't have went into effect. But they got 10 of them, including Schumer, whatever his name is, to vote on the Republican side. So it passed. If they wouldn't have passed it, then there would have been a government shutdown temporarily.
Okay.
Or whatever. So that was Schumann. What's his name? Schumer. That was his
dad, isn't it, uncle?
I don't know.
The actress.
Oh,
the
I don't.
comedian lady.
Amy. I don't know.
Amy
Can I
Schumer.
say
That's
something
her
also
relative.
But they was, hold on, Mom.
Okay.
They was saying that he pushed that through and he got 9 other Democrats to push it through. So are you saying something about this,
I
Mom?
don't think they should complain about Schumer because he went along with and voted.
I'm getting ready to tell you why I think they should, but go ahead.
I think they shouldn't because he don't want the government to have a shutdown. So he went in agreement with
You think that
Mike, the Republican.
you think that they should have a shutdown?
I'm gonna tell you
Shouldn't
what
have
I
voted
think.
against it?
I'm gonna tell you what I think, Mom.
They have voted to keep from the shutdown happening.
Okay.
So I don't think he did wrong. I mean, you can say what other people can say what they think, but I don't think he did wrong about
I
it.
think this street goes to it, don't
So
it?
you can say what you have to say.
Shorewood,
That's what I feel.
Rollins, all the way.
I think it does. Well, one of these curved and went in there, but it don't
Rollins
matter.
goes all the way to the place you picking up.
That's fine. But I mean, one of these, watch out, goes to Rollins.
No,
I think,
this is Rollins up ahead.
no, I meant it curved down like that. And so you don't have to go this way and turn.
I don't know because
I think it
about
was that one.
83. No, because 83 is the next one over. Where you see that street going?
I
It
don't
goes
know.
to 83.
Maybe 83 is what I was thinking of. Okay.
Why you think that way though? The opposite.
Yeah, I'd like to
For
know other
Schumer.
people, too.
So we're not on
What they
83
do.
right now.
We're on Haynesville going to
Oh,
Rollins.
that's why.
Rollins cuts over to 83.
Okay, I thought I was
But
on 83.
Sherwood just goes to 83.
Okay, make it right. Okay, I thought I was on 83.
Oh no.
Anyway, the reason why I'm saying both of them to me and Schumer, whatever his name is,
Schumer.
is
You think it's okay for what they did?
I'm saying with both of them, I'm saying all of them are
Wrong.
wrong.
Okay.
Apparently, whatever this was, and I got to look at the details of it, it was something Nancy Pelosi and them had already passed.
Oh, they redoing it again?
And they just was getting ready to push it through again.
You sure?
So, yeah. I looked at, what's his name? The Cuomo guy? I'm going to look at.
Cuomo.
What's his name, Mom? Cuomo.
He got his show back.
I can't think of his
Cuomo.
name.
Q-U-O-M-O.
No, C.
Cuomo.
C-U-O-M-O. Cuomo.
what's his name? I used to watch him on CNN.
I forgot his first name.
First name.
Oh, I don't know. He and his brother. His brother's running for mayor.
Anyway, I was watching his show, and he was breaking down the details of it. And he was like, why would you not push through something that you had already voted on only because they didn't talk to you again? So you was willing to shut the country down because they didn't talk to you again or whatever. I don't know, whatever. And so I'm thinking, if Schumer or whatever his name is,
Schumer,
if he would have said that, I would have agreed with him. But he was saying it like, I'm saving us from shutting the whatever down, the country down because of voting against this. He was trying to make it seem like he was doing something that was like
saving the world,
saving the country from this and that. And what's his name? Cuomo was like, no.
This was voted on before.
It's because you already was like, yeah, before.
And he should have said that.
But he didn't say that because he wanted to make it look like it's us against the Republicans. He's saying, I'm tired of this. And he said, aren't y'all tired of this? And I am. I told you I've been tired of this. Is they going to constantly, if somebody has a good idea, somebody going to vote against it just because their party didn't come up with the idea. The Republicans do the same thing. But the Democrats always try to act like they at this high moral standard. Like they don't do the same thing. You do the same exact thing.
Everybody in
all of y'all are using the press to get the point across that you want.
Yeah.
Now you have my mother back here thinking that he voted because he didn't want to have the government shut down. The press is just as bad. It makes him look like he's a superhero or something.
But but Mama, that's what they're saying. They're revisiting something that was already voted
on by Nancy Pelosi.
Why are they bringing that up again? And Schumer could have said that.
He could have said that.
He could have said, we already voted for this.
Why would I not vote for something that y'all already voted for?
But Schumer had to make himself look good as well.
Well, it's a horrible bill. So Cuomo was like, so if it was a horrible bill, why wasn't it a horrible bill when Nancy Pelosi presented it?
Can I say something?
If it's a horrible bill, it's a horrible bill.
Let me say something.
Go ahead.
The person that's causing all of this trauma, all of this mess is Donald Trump. He's causing everybody.
Dang, mama, man.
Disturbing.
Well, you know what?
And Democratic.
She has
he put that spirit into that.
She has a point. 4 years ago, when he was elected the president in 2016, at time, it was different. He made it toxic.
The Republicans and the Democrats was at least working somewhat together.
Even though they didn't get they may not have agreed with nothing.
It's worse
now. They can
now.
still go out for a steak afterwards.
It's worse now than it was when he was president the first time.
Everybody's throwing shade to the point. And nobody can deny that one. Even y'all mega people. Y'all like to throw shade as well. Y'all can never say that never happened in politics that boldly.
Not like this.
Now, for Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend, while the president is talking with the president of Ireland,
you go again.
No, that's the time. You gonna bring up Rosie O'Donnell. You gonna say, Mr. Leader of Ireland, you're okay with Rosie O'Donnell living in Ireland? You a jackass.
And here's the thing.
You are a jackass.
Trump knew that because he's a moron. That guy asked the dumbest questions. So why y'all keep letting him in?
But he knew that would trigger Trump.
He knew it.
Because Trump and Rosie O'Donnell do not get along. And Trump will stoop for the shade level.
It's so stupid.
Let me throw shade. Thank you for reminding me that. I don't like that big head lady.
Stupid.
Yeah. What about, why you letting her in your country? You shouldn't let her in your country. If you let her in your country, I'm not going to give you guys any oil.
President of the United States.
Stupid man. You're a stupid man.
Zelensky, I know you're in a war-torn state, but where's your suit?
Yeah, where your suit at? You didn't ask Elon Musk that. You didn't ask Elon Musk what his suit was.
Jump over, right? Because you know you're going to
yeah, maybe behind a slow truck or something.
Where's your suit?
Yeah, where's the suit at? You need to represent the war better than this. You're a world leader. That half your country is dirt.
And then he went on or somewhere, somebody's show in England or something, and they asked him, why did you ask him that question? Because Elon Musk doesn't wear. And then he said, you're just trying to get me off of. He got mad and started yelling at that lady.
Of course he got mad.
What does this have to do with the prices of stuff? Why you asked the stupid question, you big dummy?
What did your question have to do?
Watch out, Lenore.
Come on, man, go. I'm trying to get over in front of the slow vehicle, and the vehicle I'm trying to get behind is slow.
Right.
Gosh, people crack me up with their driving.
That's the way this nation is.
Move.
So yeah,
I'm like Ludacris song. I know he say the B word.
but yeah, this just a nut job. But yeah, my Chuck Schumer is trying to act like he's some Superman.
Here I am to save the day.
Because he's wrong. He kept saying that the bill was a horrible bill. It wasn't horrible when Nancy Pelosi presented the same stupid bill. They just make me sick when they say do that. And Trump does the same thing.
Yes.
Oh, I like that dress. Obama picked it out. Oh, that's a horrible dress.
That's a horrible
I thought you liked the dress.
No, because Obama picked it out.
Oh my God.
Such a butthole. I'm so
And it's
tired
on
of
both sides. Both sides.
I'm so tired of our
The
politicians.
talk shows, they messing up. They arguing with each other.
Yes.
Who started that environment?
Yeah, Mama
He
right.
poisoned
Mama
it.
right. Trump. All of it points back
Trump
to him.
poisoned our environment.
Yeah, you're right.
We throwing shade. If you don't throw shade, you stale. You didn't talk about her big ears.
Can I add something?
Talk about her big
What's
ears.
going to happen with Putin?
Watch out.
Trump is trying to end the war.
I thought this went through. Right
He
over
just
here.
got in the mixed up with this thing with Putin and Ukraine. And now he's making Putin angry. and this just is a mess.
I thought he said on day one he was going to end the war. Remember?
He sure did.
Remember he said he was going to pick up the phone and call Putin and say, "Come on." You don't remember that?
Yes.
Oh, come on. And then he was going to say, "Oh, come on." And all this other stuff.
He came
Watch
on.
out, Lenore, this lady.
Look at this. After, when Trump came in, that made Putin go and strike another bomb on Ukraine.
I know.
Killed 20-some
That noise
people.
is happening again.
That just happened a week ago.
I'm hearing
know.
that same noise that the hitch
That
guy.
just-
So you got to tell them that when you go
Because
back.
when I backed up, I heard it.
You got to tell them that. All right, so let me
He gonna end the war.
let me go in and get this.
Yeah, we got our whole politics got
Am I
toxic
taking you in or
because
you
of
gonna
this
keep
orange
talking?
Nixon. You can take it.
Now we're over an hour, so you can pray us out and then turn it off.
Turn it off.
All right.
To pray, though. I don't mean to yell.
Y'all
but-
can finish talking about this, but
Okay.
then end it with the
I'm
prayer.
sorry that I feel bad about it. But sometimes I sit and cry. Are you
This is
still
a
on?
hybrid, Lenore. Hold on, Mom. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I don't like it though.
Yeah, but it's a hybrid, and it's a SUV.
I gotta like the car. I'll see. I don't know.
so we're gonna.
You're trying to get me to get a hybrid, which I want.
Are you gonna carry?
I need to end this. I need to end the show. Yeah, I'll look at it. Okay.
Can I say something before you?
Yeah, go
finish?
ahead.
I just want to say that I feel bad, and I do pray for Trump and the politics and all of that, but it makes you feel very bad about what's happening now, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get worse. I mean, better. It doesn't seem like it's going to get better because so many things are happening from week to week, and it's just sad. That's all I have to say. I just have to pray.
I know we have to stay focused because a lot of times the things that's going on in our country and other countries, it can make you so angry and bitter and just don't even want to, sometimes you don't even want to pray. You're like, Lord, what's going on? Some people don't even look at the news for those reasons. And I kind of see now because they try to stay in a happy place, a place of peace, a place of, tranquility and not stressed and issue. And some people are dealing with even their jobs being let go. So they're dealing with that. They can care less about the president and the vice president and Elon, but they're trying to get a job.
1,000 people that were let go, they got to bring them back.
Some
That's
of them,
a waste of time.
Yeah.
doing
So
that.
I'll pray us out. Father God, we give you glory. We give you all the honor. In the mighty name of Jesus, we thank you, oh God. We know you are the reason why we live, move, and have our being, oh God, while we're even breathing. And even with all that chaos in the world, we know the peace that you've given us to pass all the understanding. Oh God, we can rest in that peace. We can pray that that peace just reassures, that we're reassured with the peace that you've given us, oh God, that we don't have to be stressed. We don't have to be anxious. We can just rest in you and knowing that that we're in your hands. Hallelujah. No matter what happens in the government, no matter what happens with the laws, no matter what happens with our president and all the politicians, whether they represent the states or not the right way, your word says to pray for leaders, those that are in leadership. Right. And we're going to continue to pray no matter how we feel for our leaders. We're going to continue to pray for those that are in other countries and leadership there. We pray for your Holy Spirit. We pray for your presence, oh God. We pray that the gifts be stirred up in these leaders, oh God, that you touch the hearts of these leaders, oh God. And we just pray for our peace, oh God, and our sanity, oh God, that we stay focused and be prayerful and not lose sight, not lose hope. We pray for those of you who are listening to our show. We could pray protection over your families. We just thank God for this show and this platform to kind of speak our ideals and our thoughts and our opinions, and that everybody, there's no one taking it personal, oh God. This is just how we feel.
And I want to thank God for the Holy Spirit, because there are people that you don't even like, but the Holy Spirit helps us to love. To love. When he say love your enemies. Yeah. And I thank God for the Holy Spirit to help me love my enemies.
Thank you, Holy Spirit, to love. Because God, you are love. And we give you glory and honor in Jesus' name. So don't forget to like, share, always believe. And that was another Woods Report.
Yes, Lord.